Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce my name Safalkui. I am the fourth semester of Sintuwu Maroso University. I am 21 years old.
Hello everyone, introduce myself. My name is Nining Kosinde. I am a student Sintuwu Maroso University, Faculty English Education.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning. My name is Sulistianingsih. I am the fourth semester of English Sintuwu Maroso University. I am 20 years old. I am a member 2019. Thank you.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here.
The theory of behaviorism, according to Skinner's verbal behavior, is behavior that is controlled by its consequence. If the consequence is the reward of the behavior will continue to be maintained and the frequency will continue to be developed. If the consequence is punishment or if the lack of reinforcement of the behavior will be weakened. Several studies on the learning paradigm have been carried out in various schools. As research conducted by Muhammad Hanif Rifai 2018 about the application of reward increasing students' motivation in Fikih class 8 at MTS Sunan Kalijogo, Malang. The result of this study indicate that the application of rewards can increase students' attention to learning and increase students' confidence in doing assignments. That's the research we got on English teachers at SMA Negeri 2 Muri Atas. According to him, giving several punishment to students will make students feel down and less enthusiastic in participating in the learning process. He further motivate students by giving an award for the highest score in doing assignment in the form of pens and notebooks. Students like this so much that they are competing to do assignments seriously. Thank you.
According to Hassan Daul, in his writing that being a teacher must be able to recognize the character of personality of his student. Each student must have a different character, such as in a class there are 30 students. So in the class there will be 13 characters. Therefore, it is important for the teacher to know the character of each student and their background because they know the characteristic of student. The teacher is able to guide and direct students so that learning activities can run well. Based on the research of an interview with an English teacher at SMA Negeri 2 Mori for teaching in one class with 20 students who were more dominated by women from various ethnic groups of Toraja and Balinese ethnic groups. The educational background of parents from elementary school, junior high school and college on average work as farmers and teachers, and the average age is in their 40 to 50 from various student background. He found very different characteristics in students so that we were able to give and direct students in learning activities. Thank you.
It is important for teachers to know the learning needs of students, especially English, so that the learning process can run effectively and students can master English well. In a study conducted by Sri Supia Cahyati 2015 at SMK Bandung and Cimahi in TKJ, the result of interview with several students indicate that their need for learning English was to make it easier for them to communicate when they got a job in the future. Based on the result of the interview we conducted at SMA Negeri 2 Muri Atas with English teachers, he said that the need to learn English is very important for students, especially the current millennial generation. According to him, learning English does not have to be in school, but some children have to take English lesson and also learn through the English learning application. Learning English is not easy for students. The learning process, which is done in class, is still difficult for students to master. Communicating orally is a bit fulfilled slowly. Students learn English to make it easier for them to communicate with the outside world and can understand the basics of English before entering college. Based on the result of the interview we got with 3 students, they showed that the English learning process at school was still not well mastered, but they were active in their learning process even though they were in online learning process. To practice English, they learned through a very helpful application to measure the English.
Teaching techniques are very diverse. The delivery of material by teacher is very different. The success of a teacher in teaching depends on the way they present the material, based on the result of observation made by Dewi Fatima 2020 regarding the analysis of online learning during the COVID-19 pandemic. In implementations, online learning show that the teacher used the lecture method a lot and assignments when learning through Zoom or video call. The lecture method is used to explain the material will be learned by students so that students will find it easier to understand the learning material. At the end of the lesson, the teacher will usually give assignments as exercise from the material already studied. However, the assignment given is not like face-to-face learning. In this online learning, students are given the task of only a few questions because in the implementation of this online learning, the teacher is not allowed give too many assignments to students. Usually teacher only giving assignments totaling 5 questions. Likewise, the research we conducted at SMA Negeri 2 Muri Atas, an English teacher delivered material using the lecture method. Because this method is very easy to apply in the online learning English process, the teacher gave the assignment within the deadline for 3 days. When the assignment has been complete, students deliver the result of the assignment at school and at the teacher's house. If there is a mistake in doing an assignment, a teacher corrects their answer.
Planning for the next lesson, namely making learning media from the teacher observation. It seems that they have prepared and made the media learning in the form of learning video that are uploaded to YouTube. Video learning is made based on the material to be studied, but if the teacher doesn't make learning videos, the teacher will still look for other videos on YouTube in accordance with the material to be taught. Usually the teacher will sending the learning video link to the WhatsApp groups. The making of learning media in the form of videos is carried out so that the participants it is easier for students to understand the learning material that will be delivered teacher later via Zoom. Based on the result of research we conduct at SMA Negeri 2 More above, the use of teaching material is sometimes visual or audio, sometimes audio-visual dependence of the type of material provided, with the teaching media using PowerPoint sent via the WhatsApp application. This method works effectively. Students do not miss the material even with an inadequate internet signal.
Based on the result of observation that have been made in the implementation of online learning is seen by the teacher using WhatsApp and Zoom in online learning. WhatsApp is used for communicate with students. Via WhatsApp, the teacher provides direction and information about implementation online learning. WhatsApp is used because of all students are accustomed and able to use it. Through WhatsApp, students can resubmit assignments that has been done, whereas Zoom is used for online learning process so that the teacher can explain the materials to students easily. Although initially there were several students who do not understand using Zoom, but over time they are used to being taught by their parents. These are the result of the research we got at SMA Negeri Nomori Atas, initially using the Kuiper, Zoom, and Google Classroom application, but students did not measure how the application worked and had many problems in the network. Because the limited internet signal made it difficult for students to take online classes only. 5 students who actively participate in classes use the application to handle this for the effectiveness of a learning process and can be followed by all students. They agreed to use the WhatsApp application in the learning process. Sometimes the learning process offline, sometimes online. Offline is carried out 1 week a month. This makes the learning process run well. The material taught can be achieved by all students, even though the internet network is limited.